Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 30-minute call, 30 minutes to Act 1. Every student who is in 5 or more AP and IB classes was approached about this opportunity of being able to do a capstone project as opposed to the last 2 weeks of school. It gives me a great opportunity to experience the career before going to college for 4 years and studying it and not realizing what I would be getting into professionally.
For Nate as a stage manager, it gives him insight into what a real professional company is, with professional union actors, musicians, etc. I wanted him to experience here with us all those different phases. Today he just saw an understudy rehearsal. Thursday he will see a brush-up rehearsal with the choreographer.
This is Places for Act 1, Places for Act 1. I think I was skeptical about being able to find a 2-week internship or job shadowing because I hadn't heard of that before, and I was skeptical that places would offer that and be open to that. But Dan was very open to having me here, and I think you're not going to know unless you try to find something. I'm going to the University of Michigan, and I'm going to be pursuing a dual degree in stage management and then business. It's great because I know some of the possible jobs that I could have after college.
A Capstone project is an opportunity for seniors to go off campus at the end of their senior year, and they're able to explore all types of opportunities, an internship or a job shadowing, a travel to learn experience, an independent study project if they want to dig in a little bit more. Lastly, they can dig into volunteer or service work.
First thing nature gets rid of is your visceral fat.
I was really excited about the Capstone opportunity to kind of head out into a little more of the real world situation. I've always been interested in something with the medical field, and the chance to have 2 weeks where I could shadow doctors, that was an opportunity I really wanted to take advantage of.
Elliot worked very hard. He's very intelligent, very impressed with his motivation. It's a fantastic time to be doing it because they're in this transition stage where they're leaving high school and entering college. I think internship experiences are underutilized, underappreciated because of the lack of understanding how they could really be maximized.
To actually get to experience firsthand and stand in an operating room as pacemakers are moved and then put in, or look over as open heart surgery is taking place 4 inches in front of you and see a heart beating. That's something that you can't do in a classroom. It's definitely reaffirmed what I want to do with myself in the future. My biggest interest has always been cardiology. We'll see how that develops down the road. I've been told you often enter into med school with one goal and you leave with a different career.
I was interested in it because I thought it could be a good opportunity to see what kind of job I want to have when I grow up, or maybe just be exposed to this kind of business.
It's been great having Mary around. I enjoy having her full time because I have more opportunities to teach her a little bit more about the business than if I had her for maybe 45 minutes or 2 hours in a day. We can begin a small project and finish it.
This is Dye Powder Designs, LLC. It's a small business in Excelsior. She designs wine glass shades. I learned a lot about the actual design process, which I hadn't been completely involved in. I learned how to use Illustrator a lot more.
I've been trying to take her through all the different small steps of the business. I'm a very small company, so she's been able to have exposure to everything from order fulfillment to how we do marketing, to even production of our shades.
I feel like I benefited a lot from it just learning about the design process, but I also think a big thing that I learned from it is marketing. We did a few marketing campaigns for Father's Day and then this graduation. I think that I learned a lot more than I could have staying in school, because I think that sometimes that environment isn't help creative development.
They are responsible to meet with their mentor. They're responsible for moving about the duties that their mentor sees fit while they're in the experience.
This item doesn't actually physically exist until all those pieces are able to be produced.
Just trying something different is a really good experience, and even if you're scared or nervous about doing something different, I can say from personal experience that you should just go out and do it.
Anytime we can get some young, fresh ideas into the business, we always know it's good for the business.
I've liked being able to just be completely submerged in a business setting, and it's just something completely new and different. So I've learned a lot about mainly negotiations and how to talk to people and what ways to get people to listen to you, and figuring out what works and what doesn't work.
We were all really excited about it because she brings some perspectives that perhaps we wouldn't be familiar with.
A lot of the advertising they do is through social media, so I have to figure out shortcuts to make sure that they get all the correct verified accounts, and that they can just send out their photographs in the most efficient way possible. You're actually doing something and helping impact a company.
For other people, it may be exploring a professional environment. For me, it was working on time management, learning about a topic that I am in love with and I plan to continue with. Computer science education. I took the opportunity to do an independent study through it, and so far it's been a pretty great experience, and it's been eye-opening, and I've learned a lot. Learning management systems and school information systems, and like other games, pieces of software that students and teachers and administrators can use themselves in their day-to-day. And I want to have a focus on expanding computer science education itself. My mentor, his name's Joey, he does live in Massachusetts, which made it a bit harder. We weren't able to communicate as much as I would have liked. It's always nice to know have someone to talk to that's more experienced in the topic. It's only inspired me even more to continue along this path, and I think that's worth everything.
Positive comments that I'm getting from the seniors are really inspiring, and I hope that other seniors in the future are willing to take a step outside of the box and try something new.
First time I heard about it, I wasn't sure if I would do it or not, since I'm a skier and stuff, and shingleboards are actually like pretty expensive to buy, but I thought I could make them cheaper pretty much. And then I'm also taking principles of engineering, and that I applied that too. And it was really interesting to see how it all came together. And you have to look for a supervisor and make a schedule. You have to work, I think it's like 6 hours a day.
So the projects that he's doing are arm guards for skiing and shin guards for skiing. We've talked about the different materials that are in them. I'm really just here to help him if he has any questions.
This is an opportunity to explore on your passion. Well, not only from this, all my experience at Minnetonka High School, it's been getting me ready for my next steps. But this has helped me to not only learn conceptual stuff, but practice. And I think that's a really important next step in life.